All right, guys, it's the day after that Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, yeah, I can speak. And otherwise known as Black Friday. A bunch of you guys probably shopping deals and all of that. But as the topic of today's video goes, I hope you're not looking for a new graphics card. And I haven't been talking too much about the, supply shortages and paper launch situation and all of that. And I've been pretty hopeful. But yeah, we're going to talk about that just a little bit today. Also, talk a bit about pricing, because that's another thing I was. Anyway, but I also want to mention that, like I said, day after Thanksgiving, I'm still at my mom's house. I'm recording this. What is it? 6:30 in the morning. Everybody else is still asleep. The lighting's not great here. The audio is probably not perfect. I hopefully sorted out the green screen lighting issue I had yesterday, but it's probably still not perfect. Point is, this is not up to my usual production standards. Sorry about that. And if you're just viewing my channel for the first time, keep that in mind and feel free to, subscribe if you're interested in tech-related content. And thank you everybody who already has. Now, anyway, what I have here to kind of start us out with when I'm talking about, okay, what is a paper launch, right? What is a paper launch? And was this a paper launch? Were the NVIDIA cards a paper launch? How bad is it, right? Well, this page right here shows me everything that I really need to know, which is this is a reviews roundup from Video Cards for the custom series, the AIB partner boards for the 6800 and the 6800 XT. Now, here's why I'm, oh man, super not thrilled. You're like, oh, that's a bunch of reviews. Well, let me show you okay, so here is like a founder's edition for the 3070. You can see that there's, what is this, like 30 different articles, something like that. That's a lot more. Now that's for the Founders Edition. So let's look at like what did the custom card situation look like for the 3070. So custom card situation for the 3070. Okay, here, right? That's still a lot more than we have over here when we pop over to the custom cards for the 6800 series. Notice I don't even have to scroll. Now, why is that a big deal? Well, I've seen posts from review sites as well as in YouTube videos and things like that of people being concerned, and this was ahead of the launch, that they wouldn't get theirs in time to do a review. And by the way, I'm recording this video on the 27th. The review embargo lifted 2 days ago. I've given them time, right? That there's been some time here. I didn't want to do this video yesterday. I mean, this is not a thankful video. I'm not doing it on Thanksgiving, right? But like, if we pop over to a site like Tom's Hardware here, shortage, disaster, out of stock. Now, why am I mentioning that? Because as far as I can tell, this article's here because the reviewer here at Tom's Hardware didn't get a card in time to do a review. And that's pretty bad, right? That's a pretty big deal. And they're linking, I mean, this tweet really says it all. Okay, Micro Center, guys, Micro Center, like, gigantic computer parts retailer. Yeah, that one. When somebody asked them on the 25th, when this embargo lifted, do you know if Micro Center is dropping any 6000 series AIB cards today? Hello, we will not have any custom AIB cards upon release today. So I could find a bunch of other tweets similar to this one, but yeah, Micro Center, I think, really says it all there. So if we want to think about, okay, so what is a paper launch? What actually qualifies as a paper launch? Think about the word paper. It's that the launch happens on paper. They say review embargoes lift, they, publish all the specs and the listings, but nobody can actually get one, right? Well, I would take a step farther and say that in terms of the board partner cards here, this is almost worse than a paper launch, because in a paper launch, reviewers usually at least get samples. And as we've seen here, not all of them even did. Not every major review outlet even got a card in time to publish a review for the embargo date. And like I said, this is now 2 days after the embargo lifted, and this is still a pretty short list of reviews on these cards. So Does this count as a paper launch? I would say absolutely yes. Do all of the other GPU launches we've seen recently count as a paper launch? I would argue more on the no side, although I'm definitely on the well, supply is obviously nowhere near demand, and supply seems fairly bad. But I don't think that's quite the same thing as a paper launch. This is a paper launch. This is like a major retailer like Micro Center literally not getting a single card, and the even the review sites not even getting cards in time to review them for the embargo date. That is a paper launch or worse. And this is kind of frustrating because, like I said, today's Black Friday. This is when people like want to be purchasing big big computer components, right? That's a big thing. So, I mean, a lot of people might be wanting to build a new PC right now. And one of my first videos on this channel was talking about, like, is this the best time to build a new PC with all of this cool new tech coming out? Well, let's say, I actually had a video idea. I was covering the Cyberpunk system requirements, and I wanted to do a video where I went to like PC Part Picker and we put together builds that targeted the different levels of system requirements. Now, the problem was if I wanted to target the high-end like ray tracing requirements and things like that, or even just the high-end stuff, I'd be having to recommend builds that just didn't have the things in stock, the graphics cards in stock that are the recommended ones, right? I'd have to be doing that. And I've personally been thinking about building a new computer. And it just doesn't look like that's something I'm going to be able to do right now. So anyway, that's frustrating. And now let's think about, okay, so let's be patient. It's sounding like early 2021 might be when things start coming in stock. Now, personally, I'm a little lucky there. My birthday's in January, so, maybe I'll have a nice birthday build or something like that if these things start actually coming in stock. But now let's talk about prices, right? Because I swung over to Newegg to look at, okay, so let's hit refresh on this listing. It'd be pretty cool if I magically refresh when one comes in stock. Yeah, but what were the odds of that? Absolutely not. Anyway, okay, I just shut down this video and bought that. Well, maybe, and I'm saying maybe because, well, look at the price, $799. And let's look at the Sapphire Nitro. I'm a little confused here because these appear to be the same thing on Newegg here, but one of them's listed at $829. Can I like open up some tabs here and figure out what exactly is the difference between the one that's like $829 and the one that's $769? I mean, you can't buy either of them. They're both out of stock. They both, right, 6800 XT, Sapphire Nitro Plus. I mean, this one has pretty colors on it. Is that the difference? That can't be it. ATI, okay, this is not the SE. This is not the special edition. This has an SE on it. Okay, whatever. The point is, this one is $829, guys. $829. That's a lot of money. Weren't the 6800 XT's list price at $649? That was supposed to be the MSRP. And then even this one, which is like, oh, that's not as bad. I mean, that's still $120 over the list price. Yeah, and like I said over here at the Red Devil one here, $799. That's $150 over the list price. I don't mind paying an extra like $50 or so on the board partner models. And I get that these are, the Red Devil, limited edition, the Nitro Plus. They're like the really, really high-end ones. But okay, well, show me any other 6800 XTs, okay? Not that you can even get these ones. And those prices are pretty dang high. And look, I get it. Like the market can support those prices. People are going to buy these out of stock the second they go on sale. So I guess, supply and demand. People are going to price things at what people will pay. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to get one of these for that price. My budget for GPUs is usually around $500, and I was really excited by the performance of the 6800 XT. I was willing to stretch up to maybe $649. That's beyond my normal budget, but I'm not going to start going up into the $800 range. that's just not there for me right now. And yeah, so anyway, I don't want to just completely sit here just moaning about the supply and pricing issues here, but I do have to say that I was very, very hyped up for getting. I mean, just for seeing the technology, AMD finally catching up. I'm still excited about that. But as far as actually getting one of these cards, yeah, I don't know. The hype is dying down for me at least. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, did any of you guys snag one of these? That'd be pretty cool. Like you could let me know about it in the comment section. I just yeah, I didn't want to make this video yesterday. I'm not even sure I'm gonna release this. I don't want to make my channel really negative. Um, but I mean, man, if you want to build a PC right now, like, well, let's say I wanted to buy like a 5600X. I want to build a new gaming PC. Oh no, can't get a 5600X. You know what? Okay, let's spend more than I wanted to and get a 5800X, right? I'm talking processors now, right? These have had a while. Oh no, still out of stock. Right, I'm just saying this is not a great time to be building a gaming PC. I'm hoping early 2021 is going to be a little bit better, and maybe that's my message of hope, right? Let's wait till early 2021 and hope that all of these supply issues come back in stock. Oh man, there was one more thing I was going to talk about today. Should I bring it up? I don't know. I'm just saying I saw an article at WCCF Tech in their hardware news. I think it was about selling to miners. The idea that Nvidia sold $175 million worth of Ampere GeForce RTX 30 GPUs to crypto miners. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Disappointing. I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, I was asked my thoughts on this in some of the comments on my videos. These are my thoughts. It's disappointing. I'd really like to be getting a new GPU, maybe even doing a whole new build, and that is just not in the cards right now. Anyway, despite all of that, there's more to life than getting a new GPU. And so I hope you guys still have an excellent day.